Yo, what's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are living right. Welcome back to the channel. I haven't done a video like this in a minute. Hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys are living right. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning, and I couldn't sleep. So I thought maybe I could backtrack some of my YouTube videos, especially the ones I spoke about last year, where I was predicting what might happen before the bull run, the 2024 bull run, and also after the 2024 bull run. In other words, I was trying to predict what is going to happen before the halving and also after the Bitcoin halving. So I made two videos last year. One predicting 5 top altcoins that I was gonna basically just buy some stakes in, and then I also did another video where I uploaded the 7 best cryptocurrencies to 10x in the next 2024 bull run. So that is the video we're looking at today. We're going to look at all those coins I spoke about and see how they're doing. Was I right? Or maybe was I wrong? Yes. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Let's get it. All right. Okay, so first things first. The first things first. Cha number one. Cha kwambira po. First things first. Let's take a look at the chat. Let's take a look at the chat. The chart we're looking at is BTC USD, Bitcoin and USD. Firstly, let's take a look at what happened while I was making those videos. At what point was the price at last year? So in order for us to find that out, we check the time frame. Let's go on daily. Okay. So daily. All right. So the price of Bitcoin in the year 2024, January, when it began, Bitcoin closed around $40,000. Closed around $40,000. Now remember, before then, last year, November, December, it was right below $40,000. I remember, I think it reached the point of, I think, was it $25,000 if I'm not mistaken last year. But I obviously made some entries then. I cashed out, made my profit. Don't want to be too greedy. I got in there, got what I wanted, and came out. Now, obviously, I'm still in trades. I've got some super long trades on my Bybit, and I basically scalp using my Derive. Something to just withdraw every single week. Yeah, something to keep the cash flow moving. So that's what I use Derive for. I scalp, and also scalp in a really good way. I think I now I'm scalping in a professional way. Like everybody understands and everybody knows, if you've been I've been trading for like 8 years now, and every single day I keep getting experience. I basically become better, more patient. I learn how to use my emotional intelligence and basically how to use my emotions towards the market, because that's something that a lot of traders fail to actually learn, no matter how many years they've been trading. But I'm glad I've been able to learn. I mean, my emotions are not even attached to any of this shit. But anyway, everybody's trying to make the M's now, aren't we? So yeah, I guess we have to focus. So last year, Bitcoin was around $40,000. As we speak today, Bitcoin has been playing around $60,000 to $65,000 just right after they have it in April. So now what this simply means is that obviously there's still a lot of volatility in the market, in as much as people had predicted that uh, the Bitcoin would just basically repeat itself like every other halving, because having Bitcoin halving happens every after 4 years. And the supply of the cryptocurrency of Bitcoin is basically cut in half. And what happens after that is that there's so much demand for Bitcoin. And when there is demand for something, the price is always going up. The price goes up. That's just the common sense of supply and demand. So the price goes up. So a lot of people predicted the price would basically just skyrocket and go up. But even in as much as the ETF the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF was approved, uh, we haven't seen too much significant growth in the market yet. Yes, yet. Now, you guys understand from the videos I made last year, and I think some of the videos I made this year on Bitcoin. I'm a strong believer because I know exactly what enables Bitcoin to work. I have studied cryptocurrency in an internal kind of format, so much so that I have gained the faith to believe in it. Now, that's obviously on a personal level, and in as much as so far my prediction is really great, it's really good. Just like usual, I'm not too surprised personally. Of course, Bitcoin is consolidating around the area of 65,000, and I think we're expecting our main breakout. Let me just call it the main breakout. The main breakout is around it's around 71 to $72,000. So for me personally, once we cross $65,000, at least, I mean, already now, um Bitcoin kept playing around, 50 at first, and now it's up 60 to 65,000. So when we break above 65,000, I'm sure we're going to find another area on which we're going to trade in. So before the breakouts, start coming in. So with that being said, again, this can go both ways. We can break out to the upside, or we can break down to the downside. So you always have to keep your toes up. You always have to keep your toes up so you know what's happening in the market. So far so good. We were right about Bitcoin. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. The second currency I spoke about Polygon or Matic, Polygon Matic. I spoke about Polygon Matic because again, I did research on it. I loved everything that was happening around it. And yes, I did buy a few, but unfortunately, we lost out on Matic. At least from the positions that I had put in, I actually got. Now, let me show you guys. I was not right on this one. So this just shows that with cryptocurrency, you're not always right. You're not always right. So I lost some money on Matic, but obviously recovered it with BTC because BTC has just been going up. So that is how you scale your trades. If you understand you wanna, you're okay with making, let's say, a $10 loss on a certain pair, keep that in mind. Get into the market with discipline. If you make whatever loss you said you're gonna make, don't re-enter the trade again. Leave it for next time. If you make the profit that you out yourself to make, or that you told yourself you'd make, once you get to that profit line or profit margin, cash out. Don't be greedy. That is how you basically apply discipline. So with that being said, let's take a look at the daily charts. Okay, so with the daily charts again, with Polymatic, I feel there is still a high chance of this actually going into a bull run and even hitting $1. Yes, there's a huge, 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 huge chance, ladies and gentlemen. Because remember, Polymatic's autumn high. Let me just do this. Autumn high. Which one is it? Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, it was okay. For Matic, just a little above $1.2 has been the highest high. Okay, so in January 2024, we experienced quite the bull run. All right, now we moved from just under 0 point, let me just say 70 cent, all the way up to over a little over $1. So a lot of people made money during this run, but unfortunately the market started to dump. So as the market dumped, we got even below where we entered. So in as much as the market had scaled up, now of course I was greedy and I did not really make the profit I wanted to make. So I just let the trade go. Now another mistake I made on this pair in particular is Now, of course, I was looking at my chart, so there wasn't really a need for a stop loss unless otherwise. But I did not put any stop loss, but I knew once I go to the loss, I said I would get out on if it hit a loss, or rather my yeah, I'm gonna call it my stop loss. Yeah, once I hit my stop loss, I'm just gonna get out of that pair trade in particular. So that's exactly what I did. So I walked away with a loss on Matic, and ever since then, it's actually just been consolidating over the same areas. So now is actually it's still a good time. I mean, I'm still a foreign believer in Matic. I mean, I might have not been right on this particular instant, and maybe I shouldn't have closed my trades. I should have left my trades to go, maybe even placed more trades. But of course, I was back and forth withdrawing and sending to different exchanges, trying to grow other accounts and so on and so on and so forth. My other accounts and so on and so forth. So with that being said, it was a whole trial area for Matic. But unfortunately, we did not make a profit on Matic. So far, we're not doing okay with Matic. Okay. So now let's move on to the second one. The third one, sorry. The third one, ladies and gentlemen, is Link. Okay, so now let's take a look at Link and what's been happening with Link. First and foremost, let's take this to the daily time frame. Daily time frame. Now with Link, ladies and gentlemen, so far I actually just bought Link. I think I only bought like a couple few dollars worth of Link. I'm not gonna say exactly how much, but yes, I did buy a good amount, a couple few $100 of Link, and yeah, I basically just held it. Now with Link, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are able to see, um, Link Link last closed around. Let me just see. 2014, 2014. Okay, let's see. So when the year began, Link was around $14. Yes. So when the year began, Link was around $14. Its autumn high has been around a little over $21. Right now, as we speak, Link is around $15. So with Link, for those that have entered, I have kept my trades. And of course, I was doing back and forths with Link last year, scalping, and this is where I made most of my profits in this little area right here, if I can call it that. In this little area, that's where I made most of my profits. But I bought around this area just to hold, and I've been holding ever since. So it goes up, it comes down, but I still believe in Link. So with Link, we're doing just fine. If you still holding Link, I strongly advise you to. Okay, this is no financial advice, but what I would do if I were you, if I was holding Link, is just to keep holding it if I'm not in a rush to sell it. So Link is a plus one. Okay, so let's look at Ethereum. No, sorry. Let's look at the Binance coin, BNB. I spoke about BNB, and BNB is actually one that I'm super, super, super proud of. My prediction with BNB, the Binance coin, has been amazing. Let me show you guys this real quick. So with BNB, as you guys can see, it's been consolidating around, let me just say, the $500 area. Now, obviously, it hasn't always been like this. BNB has had its run from December last year to this year. It's been doing quite, quite some numbers. So with that being said, also with BNB, I was actively trading it. Of course, just a couple few lot sizes, and I do have some entries on my long terms on Bybit. So we're doing quite well. We're doing very well with BNB. I'm sure you guys watched my video last year. I think at the time, BNB was around $300 if I'm not mistaken. So I got into BNB even before that, obviously, but the time I started doing my back to backs on cryptocurrency videos, BNB was around $300, around this area right here. So as you guys can see, around $300 for most of you guys that entered at the time, like I did, yeah, I probably made so much money. Now with BNB, I was disciplined enough. I think I made a couple of $100 there as well, and also and I also cashed in, I think, on $400 somewhere there, a couple few dollars there, so $400. But I have kept some, just moving and stuff like that. So BNB's is doing quite great, is doing quite well. As you guys can see, its all-time high has been a little over $600. So you can imagine, from an entry point of around $300, and the price of the currency reaching $600, you have done a 300x. That is fucking crazy. Okay, I mean, it's not that crazy, it's crypto, but yeah, it's really nice, it's really awesome, and it really just gained this value in a very stable way. And at the moment, as you guys can see now, it's basically consolidating around this area. Yes. So BNB for the win. I'm glad you guys entered. For those that did, congratulations. I'm sure you guys are doing pretty well for yourself. Now, I'm not going to talk about all the coins. I'm going to talk about the other coins in my next video. So let's save the best for last right now. This is going to be the last coin we're going to look at, Ethereum. What has happened to Ethereum since last year, and what are the hopes for Ethereum this year? So Ethereum has not been doing quite well, according to me, according to my own analysis. It hasn't been doing quite well because just right after we saw the Bitcoin ETF get approved, obviously a spot ETF for Ethereum, that agenda was being pushed. Now, so far, it hasn't been going so well for Ethereum. Okay, but of course, it has gained a lot of momentum and value from where it was last year. Now let's take a look at the daily time frame. Okay, okay. Now, as you guys can see, if you recall, for Ethereum, even my target, my stop loss target, was around 2,000. Let me just say a little over $2,000. Yeah, a little over $2,000 was the price target. So in 2024, when Ethereum started this run, or this bull run, when Ethereum, this is what was happening to Ethereum as of 2024. So as predicted, obviously the bull run started. This is a daily chart, by the way. So as predicted, the bull run started. I was a little disappointed. I was hoping to see Ethereum hit $10,000 even before June. I hope that's still possible. Let's say if the Ethereum spot ETF gets approved, that we can actually see that happen. So my original prediction was Ethereum to hit maybe close to $10,000 by June this year. Anyway, with that being said, let's see how it went this year. So, of course, when the year began, Ethereum was trading just a little over $2,000. It went up, hit an all-time high of the year so far, which is about $4,000, or rather a little over $3,900. Yeah, actually, we did hit $4,000. A little over $4,000 is where we closed on, and then we started having this drawback, which has now brought us back to an area where it's consolidating and playing around. It's playing around the areas of $2,700 and, let me just say, $3,000. So $2,700 and $3,000 are the areas it's currently playing at or consolidating at. Now, we might experience a breakout on the upside, or we might experience a breakout on the downside that might lead us down to probably a resistance of maybe $2,200 or something like that. Yeah. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that has been today's video. I just wanted to talk about, the predictions for last year, how things are going. Were we right? How accurate were we? We would probably predict like 90% accuracy. The only coin that we were not so accurate about and have not literally, actually not 90%, I would say 85% from these coins that I've mentioned. Yeah, from the coins that I've mentioned, I would say 85%. But expectation, especially for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, cryptocurrencies like the Binance coin, cryptocurrencies like Matic, Okay, not really Matic, but cryptocurrencies like Link, Doge, we have done quite well. Yeah, from the entry points we entered on last year and from our predictions from last year's video, we have done tremendously fine. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to make this video too long. I mean, it's now 3 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, I'm basically still not sleepy. I think I might be experiencing insomnia. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.